Hello, I'm Miss Nancy, and today we're going to have some fun painting without a brush. Your preschooler can have fun painting with yarn or string, like I have here, toilet paper tubes, sponges, and even plastic toys. This is process art. Process art is about playful experimentation. It's time for your preschoolers to enjoy expressing themselves through sensory discovery. Painting without a brush gives them an opportunity to explore the possibilities of using unique materials, which helps with creative thinking. You'll need some washable, tempera, or acrylic paints. I have a bunch of different paints here, just things that I have around the house. I like leftover yogurt cups or pudding cups or even lids. You'll need some yarn. You can use yarn or string, it doesn't matter what type. Sponges, a household sponge like this. Toilet paper tubes, and even little plastic toys. And these are fun, looking for the ones that have the ridges on the wheels. You can use regular paper, cardstock, or even cardboard. I have a large sheet here so I can kind of do everything on one sheet and let you see. Your young artists can explore making designs using the different items as painting tools. Starting with the yarn, we're going to take, I have some pre-cut yarn. We're going to go ahead and dip this into some paint. And then what we want to do is go ahead and push this into the paint using a popsicle stick. I probably could have put a little more paint in this cup. I'm going to bring this up here so we can see this a little better. And we just want to press this in here really good so we're fully covering the yarn. And again, if you put more paint in here, it'll be easier for your toddlers to cover that yarn. All right, now we have that covered. So have them pull that out, and we can rest our popsicle stick on this lid, and then just drop the yarn anywhere on the paper, and then lift it back up. And I'm gonna put this one back in the orange, so it has a nice safe place to go. If we take another one, let's see, I have a lot in the red. So we'll go ahead, and I've got another popsicle stick. And you can actually leave the popsicle stick in the cup too. And if we swirl that around, so we get that fully covered, and then we'll pull that back out. Oh, sometimes it might get tangled, and that's okay too. So we'll pull that out and then see what happens. And they can lay it on the paper and also drag it across to see what happens as well, and if that's different from just laying it on the paper. And so we'll go ahead and put this back in the cup for safekeeping as well. So empty toilet paper tubes are fun to use to create circles by dipping them in paint and then stamping them onto the paper. So I have some blue paint, and I'm dipping the toilet paper tube into the paint, and then I'm going to stamp that onto the paper and make different circles. You do that again, make a couple more. You can rest this on a plastic surface. So you can take these and dip them in different colors. I'm going to dip this in another color here, and they can overlap. They can do whatever, let them explore. Let them try out different designs and see what happens. Another fun way to paint without a brush is to use a household sponge like these. And then you can take a marker and you can draw a design on them. And then you can cut them out. I have some that are cut out already. And your little artist can go ahead and dip those into paints. So I have some paint in a lid here. And using a lid is nice because it's bigger than the yogurt cups. So you have a little space to go ahead and dip that in. And then they can experiment with stamping using the sponge. I've got the blue paint here, and now I'll go ahead and stamp that. I'll turn it around so one of them is facing you, and just let them experiment. See what happens. They can actually stamp colors onto different colors and see what happens when the colors mix. Another fun thing to do is take a plastic toy truck and dip the wheels in paint. You can see I already started doing that here. I put some paint on a lid, and I'm moving that back and forth, and then I'm going to put it on the paper and run it across, and it makes kind of a fun noise as well. because there's the grooves on the bottom of the wheels. So this is fun. It can be a sensory sound activity and also a fun painting activity. And they can go back and forth, mix the paints, and see what happens. I actually find this very satisfying, so let them go ahead and try this. And the reason I say use a plastic one, so it's easy to wash up. One other fun thing to do is to also use the leftovers from the sponges and cut them into smaller shapes. And if you have clothespins, you can attach that to that. So your young artist can go ahead and dip it in the paint like this. And then they can use this to stamp. And then they can use one, say like this one is pointy on the end. So they can draw shapes as well. So that's kind of fun to do also. That's a little more like a paintbrush, but it's a different type of paintbrush, something that they wouldn't, normally use, a clothespin and a sponge. So they can dab with it and do all sorts of things. So just experiment. Remember, it's about the process and having fun being creative. Try doing this together with your preschooler and having fun exploring these unique painting tools. I hope you'll look around the house for some other fun things to do and that you'll show your artwork to me, just like I'm showing mine to you. You can post it in the comments, and I hope you'll have fun painting and exploring. So until next time, bye!